Welcome to the Empowered Life series. My name is Holly Lowe. I'm a Canadian founder with doTERRA, and I'm also a labor doula, a childbirth educator, and a home birthing mom of 3 beautiful kids. Pregnancy is such an adventure. We are protective of the little life we are growing and tend to be much more aware of what goes on and into our body. When I'm working with our clients to prepare them for the birth of their baby, there can be many factors at play, but 2 things remain true. Labor will start and labor will end. What happens in between is your baby's birth story. For the sake of time, let's look at the normal roadmap of labor and birth and how we can use doTERRA's essential oils to support the best journey possible through those processes. I'm also going to share a few little tips for newborn and postpartum care. There are 3 stages to labor. The first stage consists of 3 phases: early, active, and transition. The second stage is pushing, and the third is the delivery of the placenta. So let's briefly look at those first 3 phases, how we could use the oils, and what it's going to look like through them. I love to diffuse oils in the early stage of labor. Excited and anxious feelings are usually high, so grounding and calming blends are great, such as Balance or Peace. Those can also be diluted and applied topically to the spine or the soles of the feet. If labor starts in the evening or the middle of the night, it's a good idea to try and stay resting, as you'll need your energy for the more active stages. Oils such as vetiver, ylang ylang, diluted and massaged on the bottoms of the feet, earlobes, back of the neck are wonderful for this. During the daytime, it's best to alternate rest with activity. Keep it easy. And I like to use oils like Citrus Bliss, or any of the citrus oils really, are fantastic for their uplifting aroma. Active labor is when you are now where you've chosen to birth, be it at the hospital, a birth center, or at home. I like to make up a roller bottle of lavender, frankincense, and peppermint, diluted of course, to roll on the lower back, hips, or anywhere that tension is building. Massage that in with a firm touch if mom is tolerating it. This is also the stage that can present a challenge with contractions not progressing as needed. Clary sage diluted and applied with firm pressure to the inner ankles, just above the ankle bone, about this much. Repeated every 15 minutes or so, or until a change is noted. That can be really helpful in supporting those much-needed contractions. Remember, as much as we don't want to hear it, they have to get longer, stronger, and closer together. Now we move into transition, and this is the fight or flight phase. A surge of hormones causes this response, and if mom is feeling supported and empowered, she'll choose to fight through it in her own way. Transition can last minutes, hopefully, or sometimes to over an hour. If you're able to diffuse at that point, using a powerful mix of frankincense and melissa is wonderful at this stage to both ground, calm, and help focus. A couple drops of basil oil as well, diluted and massaged into the temples and the back of the neck, can help mom feel renewed energy when she might be feeling depleted at this stage. Inhaling a bit of peppermint off your hands, or even sucking on a peppermint beadlet, can calm those waves of nausea that are quite normal at this stage. All right, congratulations, you've made it to pushing. You can imagine an athlete at the end of a triathlon, how depleted they are of energy. Labor can often feel this way. Depends on how it's been going, but most women are going to feel very tired and not have the motivation to continue. Being alert and able to push with renewed energy and motivation can be the challenge. I love to give the birth partner in the room, whether it's dad or a doula, a couple of peppermint beadlets in their mouth, because they're the ones that are often close to mom's face as they encourage her with pushing. It not only helps with that breath factor, but also gives a bit of pep for the aroma. The Motivate Touch Roller is another favorite of mine, definitely for this stage. I like to roll it on the back of mom's neck, behind her ears, and even just a little dab on her nose if she's willing to let you. The fresh minty aroma promotes feelings of confidence, courage, and belief, which really are all important at this stage of bringing your baby into your arms. I also love to use a couple of drops of geranium oil in some warm olive oil. And this is something our midwives do quite often. It's really, really wonderful. And they use it as a perineal massage around the baby's head as they're crowning to help support the stretching perineum tissue. The final stage of labor is the delivery of the placenta. Baby's now in your arms. After that, one of my personal preferences is a mix of lavender, helichrysum, and clary sage, diluted and applied to the abdomen. If uterine massage is being done by your caregiver, this is a great blend to add. It promotes the natural function of the uterus at this stage. Now, any of you ladies who have given birth will know we're often not prepared for the care our body needs in the first 24 hours, let alone the 4 to 6 weeks postpartum we need to heal. My first baby's birth was very traumatic, and I remember saying to my older sister on the phone, "Why didn't anyone tell me that I would feel like I got hit by a truck after?" Now I make it my mission to see that every new mama can have these beautiful oils available to them for their support postpartum. My most requested item that I make for my clients is my Pericare spray, I call it. And I like to put a little bit of myrrh, helichrysum, lavender, and frankincense into a peri bottle, just the little spray bottles, with some warm sea salt water. It makes it a really soothing blend for this tender area after birth. Using the same mixture to make peri pads, or popsicle pads as we call them, is a really great option too. You just wet a natural pad with it, place it in a freezer bag, and freeze it. Use immediately after birth to soothe the perineum and help ease any swelling. You can add 1 drop of each of those oils to a warm bath with Epsom salts for a relaxing way to ease tension after birth. Now we know feelings are running all over the place after birth, so you definitely want to have Clary Calm on hand. Roll over your abdomen and pulse points for a cooling effect on the skin and balance for those emotions. For cesarean section births, the same protocols apply, but I like to add that Immortelle Blend is an amazing gem for improving the appearance of the skin. Now it's important to note that when breastfeeding, it's a good idea to avoid ingesting consistent amounts of peppermint oil or topically on the breast tissue. In some cases, it's known to reduce milk supply in some women. Diffusing or using sparingly is perfectly fine. Newborn care is a topic of passion for me, and to only speak briefly of it is really difficult. So I will share 3 of my favorite oils for my newborns. Remembering to dilute 1 drop of essential oil to 1 tablespoon of carrier oil is important. Balance is a blend I love to apply in the first hour or so after birth, to the spine, the back of the head, for its grounding effect, like a welcome to this world for baby. Lavender for the soles of the feet for its soothing and calming effects, and myrrh to the umbilical cord for a natural cord care option daily. Remember, newborn senses are very sensitive, so be attentive to the dilution and to the strength of aroma when diffusing as well. 2 to 3 drops in a diffuser is often enough near baby. We used the oils in the birth of our last baby, and we're honored to be able to do a newborn blessing with them in his first few hours. So that's another nice way that you can apply them. It is such a special bonding time to incorporate them into your routine, be it infant massage or just daily care routine with your baby products you can make yourself.